I am told that Tony, who is out on assignment, has finally produced his top 5 for the week. I would think that would have been Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, immediately after the football weekend. But we finally get to it on Thursday.
Slow burn.
Tony is at Domino Park now. He is at Domino Park with John Reed, who insists on being in the shot. John Reed, John Reed is fun. John Reed is funny. Hold on a second, Tony. Before we get to you, I can't say some of what happened one of the times that John Reed was out with Lucy, but John Reed has some bad judgment. And John Reed has done some things at sporting events, like wear a Panther jersey to
a Stanley Cup Finals game in Vegas.
To a Stanley Cup game in the press box.
That's gross.
And may have violated airspace regulations with some of his creativity. John Reed needs to get out of the shot and give the room to the star of the show, the top 5, Tony. I don't know why we're getting this on Thursday, Tony. Any outside looking in? We've got football observations from last weekend. We got a game tonight. Where are we on the top 5? Is it just 5 or is it more than 5?
We got some OLI down. Me quitaron de la mesa de aquí. I was just playing right here with Mercedes. If you can see her in the back, they filled in my spot.
Wait a minute. Why aren't you at a Domino's table doing this? Why are you in front of a Domino's table instead of at a Domino's table?
Because here's the thing, Dan. These people take their Domino's very, very seriously. Yeah. And what am I going to come in as an outsider and mess up their game, mess up the vibe, disrespect the sport? Impossible. I would never do that. I have too much respect.
Okay.
Attaboy.
All right. Very well done.
And he's at it.
Give me my music.
Wait, hang on one second. For those watching on video, if you grew up a wrestling fan or of the WWF, you'd know that is an iconic, monumental spot that Tony is at, because that is where the WWF first introduced us to Razor Ramon.
Really?
All the classic vignettes right there where Tony is, a piece of WWF history.
How about that?
A piece of our history right now, Dan. All right, we start off in the OLI. Does anybody really want to win the NFC South? Anybody?
It's
Bucks,
it's bad.
Saints.
It's a stinky division.
But Panthers, we know they're not going to win.
Send it out
The
to
Falcons,
sea.
anybody. Just somebody please win.
Yes, go ahead and get lost. The whole division.
Terrible, terrible division.
And it's been for years,
Don't look
right?
now, Dan. Last OLI. The Raiders. Antonio Pierce has them firmly in the mix.
Oh, come on.
Just saying.
But are they for
Antonio
real,
Pierce
though?
brought a different swag.
Are they for real?
Brought a different swag
they
to the
for
black
real?
and silver.
Are the
I don't know
Raiders
yet.
for real? Okay, you can't. You don't know yet.
They're in
are,
the mix.
Double-digit
never
dogs
said they
at
were. I never
Miami.
said the R word.
Okay. They're
in the mix.
You have to say Commanders now.
But in the mix to be considered.
Unfortunately.
In the mix, though, to be for real.
In the mix to possibly be for real. We're
Okay,
still
possibly.
debating on that one. But in the mix at least.
All right.
Redskins. There, I said
Number
it.
5.
Damn it, Joe!
You know you can't say that. Number 5. The Pastronaut. Josh Dobbs cleared for liftoff in Minnesota. Sí, señor. ¿Qué tienes aquí? Manito Tao, dame uno.
You no peanut, you no happy.
No, tengo peanuts.
Okay.
I'm gonna get peanuts.
You peanut, you happy. No peanut, no happy. Comiendo maní, viviendo feliz.
Dale, ahí está. Ok. ¿Cuántos son?
A $1
$1 nada más.
Sí.
Económico. Mío que barato. Ahí estamos. Te doy $1 ahora mismo.
Tony,
Where were we?
Tony, don't get that man back over there. Tell him you will buy more peanuts from him.
Francisco,
and make
ven pa' acá.
make him a part of your segment, please.
Ok.
What are his thoughts on Vikings
Ok,
Broncos?
Voy a comprar más. Pero, ¿tú sabes de Trevor Lawrence? Claro que sí. El que tiene el pelo, que juega para los Jaguars.
¿Sí?
Okay. Si él estaba en un market más grande, he was cooked. He'd be cooked. He'd be bad. If he was in a big market, we'd be in trouble, ¿no?
Claro. Yeah.
Él lo sabe. Él ganó el Heisman Trophy, juega para los Jaguars. Ok, aquí estamos.
All right, I'm sorry I did that to you, Tony.
Ok. ¿Tú sabes de los Lions? De Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Ok, él sabe de todo, papi.
No, he's bullshitting you. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
He could buy some peanuts too. He goes, yeah. Lay some money on the Lions this week.
Dame
He
otro
likes
más,
them.
dame otro más. Tú sabes, dame dos de estos. Lo voy a comprar todo. All right, keep down on the Lions, guys. Dan Campbell has them right where he wants you. Exactly where he wants you. Look at him. Francisco's giving you a thumbs up.
I think he's waiting for money.
I think he's waiting for some
Jaguars.
He is waiting for $10.
Yes, he keeps saying yes, guys. Okay, he says yes, hombre. Dan, please be quiet. Let me finish.
Perhaps you
Number
need
2.
a payday advance. Check cashing USA. Available on the corner of Powerline Road. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Joe. We've entered the part of the schedule where every year Dak tricks us into thinking he's a good quarterback. We're firmly in the mix of that right now. Dak is tricking us every year thinking that he's a good quarterback. He's not. It happens every single year. Here we are right now. ¿Te gusta Dak?
Ya está bien.
He likes it. He says he
Waiting
likes
for
him. He
money.
says he's a good quarterback. And number
Just
one.
waiting for money. He's just.
And number 1. Oye, ¿te gusta Josh Allen?
Yes. Yes. Es grande.
He knows.
Yeah.
He knows. Número 17, no?
Número 17. 17.
Okay.
Definitely
Guys,
loitering.
I'm going to hear. Sell all your stock in the Bills. The Bills are dead. You heard it here first. They're not making the playoffs.
Selling
They're
stock.
a team that is over.
You've seen the
Sorry,
economy
Gigi
lately?
Gotti.
It was fine 4 years
We love
ago.
you, but the Bills are dead. That's Tony's top 5. I'm going to buy some more peanuts. ¿Cuánto tienes ahí?
Como 100.
Como 100. Dale, 100 pesos aquí mismo.
Whoa, he bought $100
You do
worth
money. Get
of
money.
peanuts. He's buying peanuts
Señor
for the
money.
neighborhood.
That's inflation. Peanuts now cost $100.
No.
Metal Lugger, cover it.
Back to you
This
guys.
segment, not worth peanuts.
Okay, so I have 2 holiday-themed music takes for you guys because holiday music is ever present, basically, starting around this time. And I've got a couple of different things that I've been wanting to get out for weeks at this point. Chris, I know you had some stuff here too, though.
Well, whenever I think of holiday music, I've always thought I want to find the holiday that doesn't have a song because I feel like that's just like what Mariah does. Like she made that Christmas song, and
so
now
this
every
is-
year she's making millions and millions.
Yes.
Like, what is the holiday that doesn't like? Is there a I know there's greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, but like there's not really a Thanksgiving song.
No.
So if we can write a good Thanksgiving song, we're talking every year we're making money.
Speaking of Thanksgiving things, have you been seeing commercials for that Thanksgiving horror film?
That's like it's Thanksgiving, but it's a horror movie. Like it should be
Yeah,
Halloween. It's called Thanksgiving, I think.
It looks kind of hilarious. There's part of it where like this woman gets attacked and then like on the ground like the weapon was like those things that you hold corn on the cob with. Like the corn on the cob like you know the little like they're like
The
forks.
skewers.
Yeah.
I know exactly
that
what you mean.
Stick on the ends of corn on the cob and I'm just like, is this a real movie? Like is this supposed to be funny? The
I think
murderer is, like,
murder
wearing, like, a
movies need to have
pilgrim
some
hat.
comedy in it.
I think
Like,
so,
You got to
too.
lean into how ridiculous the premise is.
We've moved into an age where like every movie needs to be every genre, and I think that's the greatest combo is when a horror movie can also make you laugh a little bit.
To answer your question, Chris, I don't know a Thanksgiving song off the top of
There's
my
a market
head.
out there.
I think
is
there is.
my point.
Should we write
Something
it?
that every household will play on Thanksgiving when everyone shows up. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Is there a
Obviously,
Charlie Brown
it takes
one?
creativeness.
I feel
I need
Charlie
to.
Brown has all the holidays.
Have you, Jess, have you been down here for Thanksgiving or no?
Yes, like 2 years ago, we did Thanksgiving down here.
Because like down here, I know that Publix is like a regional supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
Like Publix owns Thanksgiving commercials down here.
Really?
Like they try to get in your feels. They try to make you cry. Like it's a whole thing.
And
you're
they
like,
do.
You're like, what the hell is this for? And it's like a grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
It's the strangest thing. I feel like there's a Publix one out now, and I could be wrong about it, but I think it's like a Publix one now that is you're not exactly sure of the relationship. It seems to be a stepdad and his
Yes,
stepdaughter.
I've seen this
Yeah.
commercial, and every time I'm like, Publix?
Yeah, and the stepdad is there, and the stepdaughter the whole time calls him whatever the guy's name is, like Larry or something, right? And she like refers to her stepdad as like Larry. Oh, Larry, but and you see as she's growing up, she just always refers Larry, 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 Larry. And then we get to wedding day, and he comes in, and she goes, or he goes, "You look so beautiful." And then she turns to him and she goes, "Thanks, Dad."
Oh, I just got goosebumps.
You're gonna make me cry
It's a
right
Publix
here. You're just
commercial.
describing it,
And then,
I have
and
tears
then
coming
the
to my
letters
eyes.
Publix.
Yeah.
Where
It's like,
shopping
what?
is a pleasure.
And you're like, wow, overpriced
Get a wedding
groceries.
It
dress
is a
there?
pleasure.
This is crazy.
It
They
is
have
a
buff
pleasure.
chicken dip in the bridal suite?
It's weird.
They also have Thanksgiving pub subs now, where you can get like a cranberry relish on your pub sub. It's delicious.
And they have the
it's
shakers,
amazing.
the salt and pepper shakers that Publix sells, where it's like the two little pilgrims that are like little chunky, overweight pilgrims.
Shopping is a pleasure.
Yeah. You haven't seen them? Oh, you're missing out.
So to fire
No,
off
but I
these
love
takes,
campy things.
first and foremost, I guess I'll start with October 31st. Halloween, the Monster Mash. It was pointed out to me on TikTok. Did you realize that the Monster Mash, the song we listen to, is not actually the Monster Mash?
It's a dance, right?
Right, so think about this. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the Monster Mash.
So you're saying the Monster Mash is a different song?
Yeah, we don't
than
know what the Monster Mash is.
the song that's being written about this monster.
I thought it
doing
was like the way you
mash.
dance. He did the mash. He did the monster mash.
But
He's,
we're
like,
singing
dancing.
the song about. Like,
We're
that's the
singing a song
the
about
Monster
the
Mash.
song and the dance.
I get it. I get
This
what
is
you're
not the
saying.
Monster Mash. The song is not the Monster Mash.
Jess gets what you're saying.
You should write the Monster Mash.
I will write the Monster Mash. That's a great.
The
We'll write
Monster
that
Mash
alongside
should
the
be
Thanksgiving
Should
song.
be the Forgetting Sarah Marshall song about the vampire.
Did you see that Jason Segel has seemingly been writing the full musical and performed that song in front of people with a full band recently?
I have.
I've been
seen
wondering
that.
what he's been doing.
I'm desperate for that to become a full Broadway musical. That would
That's
be
my
incredible.
version of like. Yeah, you think sex is good? Try listening to Jason Segel sing the vampire musical.
Vampire musical. What a great movie.
I
It's
don't
one of
know
my
why,
all-time favorites.
But that feels like drugs to me.
Once a week, I say, I wish I was wearing the shirt. Just because I have terrible style.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall is one of the greatest of our generation. And then secondly, on November 1st, Mariah Carey released a multiple minute long preview video saying it's now time for All I Want for Christmas Is You. And I think if there has never been a greater example of late stage capitalism than Mariah Carey not releasing new Christmas music, but releasing these tens of thousands of dollar productions to say, hey, everybody, remember that thing that happens naturally every year where you re-download my song and give me millions of dollars? Go ahead and just do that again. Do that again. I think it's bullshit. And I think that it defeats the spirit of Christmas. The spirit of Christmas.
Coming from Mariah Carey right now?
I think it is Yeah, I am. I am coming from Mariah Carey right now. It is ridiculous that she is out here promoting this song. This is something that should happen naturally. This is something that should happen on its own. All of us should delight in the joy of All I Want for Christmas Is You, I say as a Jew.
So everyone is allowed to like promote things for themselves, but not Mariah Carey. Like, why isn't she allowed to just share her song?
It's not new.
Christmas is like the most capitalistic.
Well, that's also true.
The holidays, Jer Bear. Everyone's making money off Christmas.
Yeah, and the Jews wrote all the songs.
Lexus Savings. Oh, those Lexus commercials too. I always wanted to get a Lexus.
Let me be the first to wish you
Yeah.
a happy Honda days. Chris Cote.
Happy Honda days.
Those Lexus commercials get me every time.
Do, 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 do.